Good morning, students. Today we will start one new chapter, that is area of the plane figure. In this, we will see the list of formulae. Number one is area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle. We should know what is a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle in which AB equal to CD, these two sides are equal, and BC equal to AD. Opposite sides are equal and each angle is equal to 90 degree. This is a rectangle. Opposite sides are equal, AB equal to CD and BC equal to AD, and each angle is right angle. So ABCD is a rectangle. In this, AB is the length, BC is the breadth. So area of the rectangle equal to length into breadth. In short, we denote it length into breadth, square unit. Square unit. Square unit means in which unit this measurement is given. That may be in centimeter, meter, or in other unit. Square of that unit. If centimeter is given, then centimeter square or square centimeter. If meter is given, then square meter or meter square. So from here we have some derivation also. If we need to find L, length, area and breadth is given, then we say area by breadth. Second derivation, if we need to find breadth, then area by length. This will be written in unit, only unit. Unit may be centimeter or unit may be meter or any other. This is the area of the rectangle. In this, one more thing we shall see, that is the diagonal. Diagonal of the rectangle. A diagonal of the rectangle is the line joining the opposite vertices. B and D, these two are opposite vertices. If we join this, then this line segment BD is called the diagonal. And we see in this triangle BCD, this is a right angle triangle. If we need to find BD, we can go through Pythagoras theorem. That Pythagoras theorem says BD square equal to BC square plus CD square. So that derivation I am writing here. BD square equal to BC square plus CD square. This is from Pythagoras. Then we say BD equal to this side root over BC square plus CD square. In words, I will write, therefore, the diagonal equal to root over BC is the breadth and CD is the length. So we can write breadth square plus length square or length square plus breadth square. This became the length of the diagonal of the rectangle. The next formula is area of a square. What is a square? This A, B, C and D. ABCD is a square in which all sides are equal. AB equal to BC, equal to CD and equal to AD. In which all sides are equal. AB equal to BC, BC equal to CD and CD equal to AD. And each angle is 90 degree. Angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to angle D equal to 90 degree. So ABCD is called a square. The area of a square equal to, we say, side square. Side square. The side is denoted by A, then it became A square. With it, if we write square unit. You know, unit, suppose it is, this measurement is given, AB is given in centimeter, then square area of that square will be that much side square centimeter square or square centimeter. That I have explained in the last formula, rectangle. Now some derivations we have. Number one derivation, if side is given, if area is given, we are asked to find out the side. Area is given, we are asked to find out the side, then side equal to root over area. And this unit will be here. Only unit, not the square unit. That may be centimeter or meter. Then second derivation, what is? We know the diagonal. What is a diagonal? The line segment joining the opposite vertices. B, D, these two are opposite vertices. Similarly, A and C, these two are opposite vertices. If we join this, then AC is the diagonal. We write in triangle ACD, this became that right angle triangle. We say AC equal to root over AD square plus CD square. From where we write? From Pythagoras theorem. From Pythagoras. Then we come down. AC, that is the diagonal, is equal to AD is the side and CD is the side, and the both sides are equal, that is denoted by A. So we can write A square plus A square. So in words, what can we write? Or one more sentence, one more step we follow. AC equal to root over 2A square. Now implies that AC equal to square root of A square will be A and under root will be 2, or we can write root 2A. Then inverse, the length of the diagonal of the square equal to root 2A. Our third formula is area of the parallelogram. First of all, we see the parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. If this ABCD is the parallelogram, then AB is equal to CD, because these two are opposite sides. Similarly, BC equal to AD, and these angles will never be right angle. So ABCD is the parallelogram, in which this side BC is called the base, and we draw the perpendicular line, and this perpendicular line is called height. We can give name here ABCD E. This point is E. So in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and CD is the base and BC is the height. One more thing, if you take another parallelogram I am showing you, if you take in this parallelogram ABCD, if you take this BC as the base, if you take BC as the base, then this height will be drawn from here or from here. Suppose this is the height, but this should be the perpendicular line, or from here you can draw the height. This should be the perpendicular line. This is the height. So what did you understand in these two figures? Always height of the parallelogram is perpendicular to the base. If any perpendicular is drawn from this vertex to the opposite side, then this became the height. And now area of the parallelogram equal to, the area of the parallelogram, I raise it here, the area of the parallelogram equal to base into height, base into height, that is denoted as B into H. As this is the area, so we write square unit, that may be centimeter square or meter square, in which this base and height the measurement is given. So in this formula we have some derivations. We will see those derivations. The first derivation is, if area of the parallelogram is given and base is not given, height is given, then base equal to area by height. Second derivation, if area is given and base is given, we can find out height. In that case, height equal to area by base. All this will be written with unit. In the fourth formula, area of the rhombus. So we shall understand what is a rhombus. We draw this figure ABCD, in which all sides are equal. AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD. But these angles are not right angle. You know, if these angles will be right angle and all these sides are equal, then that will be the square. This is the difference between a rhombus and a square. In a square all sides are equal, here also all sides are equal, but in a square each angle is right angle, but here the angles are not right angle. And we know the diagonals are the line joining the opposite vertices. These are intersecting at point O, and these diagonals, there are two diagonals of a rhombus. These two diagonals are denoted by D1 and D2. This BD is denoted by D1, AC is denoted by D2, or you can denote BD as D2 and AC as D1, no problem. So the area of the rhombus equal to half into the product of diagonals. If you denote it by D1 and D2, then half into D1 into D2. Here you write square unit, maybe centimeter square or meter square. So we have some derivations also of this formula. Area of the rhombus is given, and we are asked to find out and one length of one diagonal is given. area of the rhombus is given and the length of one diagonal is given, then we are asked to find out the length of another diagonal, that is d2. Then what will be? d2 equal to twice of area of rhombus by d1, or second derivation we can write d1 equal to the first diagonal, d1 equal to twice of area by d2. From where this is coming? This is coming from the main formula. The product of diagonal d1 or d2, d1 into d2 equal to twice of area of rhombus. So d2 equal to twice of area of rhombus by d1. Similarly, d1 equal to twice of area of rhombus by d2. This became the area of the rhombus. And the next formula is the area of the triangles. There are different types of triangles, you know. These two triangles I have explained at first. The right angle triangle. This ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle B equal to 90 degree. This is the definition. This is the introduction of right angle triangle. At least one angle should be 90 degree. This BC is called the base. It is denoted by B. AB is called the height. It is denoted by H. Then area of the right angle triangle equal to half into base into height, equal to half into base into height, and that you know square unit. Now we come to the isosceles triangle. ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB equal to AC, and that is denoted by A. Equal sides are denoted by A. In isosceles triangle, at least two sides should be equal. In this figure, AB and AC, these two are equal, that is denoted by A. And BC is denoted by B. So the area of the isosceles triangle equal to 1 by 4 into B, means base, into B, into square root of 4A square minus B square. Area of the isosceles triangle equal to 1 by 4 into B into square root of 4A square minus B square. Two more types of triangles are left. Second type of triangle is equilateral triangle. You know, in equilateral triangle all sides are equal. AB equal to BC equal to AC, and the formula of area of an equilateral triangle is equal to root 2 by 4 side square unit. Here these equal sides are denoted by A. So the area of an equilateral triangle became root 2 by 4 A square unit. And the second type of triangle is scalene triangle. In this scalene triangle, to find the area, we apply Heron's formula. Applying the Heron's formula, the area of triangle ABC, this triangle. Scalene triangle means all the sides are different measurement. All these three sides are of different measurements. So the area of triangle ABC is equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. What is S? Where S is the semi-perimeter of the triangle. Perimeter, you know, perimeter is the sum of all the sides. So the semi-perimeter means half of the perimeter. Means half of the sum of all the sides. So this is half of the sum of all the sides. A plus B plus C by 2. S equal to this. S is called the semi-perimeter of the scalene triangle. So we completed the list of formulae. No, two more things are left. The area of the circle and the area of the semicircle.